Let's get that right. And so the footy doesn't stop this weekend. We must go on. The show goes on. The VFL Pies are live in 3 minutes. So we're going to open this up and we shall get the stream going. Let's go afl.com.au. VFL. Where's my VFL? Where are you? Let's pop it open. Really excited to see the youngsters debut today. So, yeah, really had this one penciled in early this week. I couldn't wait for it. So here we are, VFL website, maybe something like that. Let's have a look here. Collingwood, Saturday, 12:05. Come on, open up. Why are you not letting me open up the link? You suck. So the VFL, Steve-O, is on the AFL app. You can do it on the website as well. I'm pretty sure you can do it. Watch VFL. Here we go. I'm pretty sure you can watch it through your website. You should be able to. We did it last year. Here we go. Watch live. Beautiful. Now let's turn that up. Okay. The lads at Victoria Park getting going. How good. Can you hear that? Steve-O, can you hear any sound on my end coming through? Like, can you hear the gameplay commentary? I don't want there to be any like sounds from the game just in case of copyright. Let me know. I'll get the banner going for those who just want to check in every now and then. No, not on mind. All right, just let me know. Just let me know if you end up hearing anything, just for copyright reasons. I don't want there to be any commentary from the game. Banners. Let's add a banner. Is it style? No, it should be banner. Yeah, whatever. Banner. There we go. Create banner. VFL. Pies 0. Swan 0. Let's go. Everybody, and welcome to Victoria Suburban Skies, and welcome to a new snippet of VFL season. That'll do, won't it? Maybe not scroll. Take that off. There we go. We'll take that. We'll change the style. We'll turn it into a bit of an old gold theme, won't we? That should do it. Come on, give me some color. How's that? It's too big, isn't it? Let's go with this. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting this right. We'll settle for white. All right. Let's see. All right. The VFL begins. Kynan, good brother. How are you? Keen to see some of the youngsters right now. The first bounce. Let's go. So what have we got? We've got Sullivan in the middle. Is that Oscar Steen? Yep, Oscar Steen. Ed Allen. You'd be damn sure that Lockie Sullivan would be feeling a little bit unlucky not to have played AFL again this week. He didn't play bad by anyway last week. He was serviceable. He played his role. I think he'd be very keen to have a strong imprint on this game. Where to watch the VFL? I'll send you the link, Kynan. Guys, if you're struggling to find the link, I'll just put it here. If you're struggling to find a link, it's just there if you want to watch the VFL. So yeah, Ed Allen, I'm going to, as much as possible, I'm going to try keep a look on his running capacity today. I feel like that's something that let him down. That's what it's, at least that's what it sounds like. So it's going to be hard through the cameras, but we'll have a look at what his two-way running is looking like. Demeter's playing as a wing, I think it seems. And yeah, not a lot of chatter about Harry Demeter throughout the preseason. Besides the SEN interview where he really wanted to have an imprint as a winger for Collingwood rather than a halfback flanker, which is maybe it's a wise decision with what we've got at halfback right now between Josh Dacos, Dan Houston, Perryman. I just don't think there's not much of an opportunity for Demeter in the defense right now. So he is playing on the wing against Sydney right now. Steen got a little bit overworked. Billy Frampton is going to be another massive conversation today. He seems to be the likely inclusion in replacement for Reef McInnes. Unfortunately, it's pretty much all. Yeah, it's an ACL. Good contested mark by Steeny. So I think Billy Frampton, while that position is pretty much almost automatically his, just based on the fact that we just don't have availability in that position, you still want him to take some confidence going into the Carlton game. And he played the last time we played Carlton, to be fair, one of Frampton's better games, or his best game for the year, was playing on Mackay. Huge tackle by TJ as well there. How are we for timing, guys? I'm at 3:10 right now, 3:11, 3:12, 3:13. I should probably only be 10 seconds behind you, realistically. So let me know for those who are following along. Charlie West, number 29. Yeah, Spaniard. So you said that you had a work meeting for most of the game, but saw the second half. You were surprised Sully got dropped when our midfield rotation was so little. I didn't see Pez go in there at all, nor did I see Degoe. Degoe played 25% of the game in the midfield. So just like he said in the SEN interview, they're going to ease his way into the thick of things. Will Hayes, nice. Jacob Ryan on the ball. So, yeah, with Lockie Sullivan, it's unlucky. Pez played a lot of his game in the back line. Just because I think you got someone like Ned Long and Steel Side Bottom doing really well in the midfield. It's just, I think Fly's made a gut decision and his selection panel that right now, to make space in the midfield. Well done, Billy. Good spoil, Frampers. All right. And he just hacks it inside 50. Do we get a result from there? No. A little bit of a rash kick by Billy, but good initial defensive effort. Yeah, I think we'll probably see Pez a lot more on the halfback flank as opposed to the midfield. But horses for courses. Horses for courses. Still 0-0 in this game. Sydney working their way in the forward half here. Good on Dino. And Sydney register the first score for the game. And we'll put that back up. All right, TJ with the kick in. Oh, TJ. So TJ smothered that over the boundary. You probably like him to take that for him to play games at AFL level. You probably want him taking that, but that's okay. His first game of the year, the energy would be high, the angst. You let him have that one. Well done, Sully. Good contested mark by Charlie West to release us in the back half. Very nice contested mark. Nice little kick forward as well. Demeter's picked up a couple. Probably has his 4th touch by now. Aaron Francis is causing a few issues for us early in this game. Obviously, AFL listed. Oh, as I say that, was that 72? 72. I don't know who that is, but intercepted the kick from Aaron Francis as I was giving him raps, and then Will Hayes now has a shot inside 50. That would have been Harry Mahoney. That kick, that's Will Hayes. Hazy puts it through for the first VFL goal. Well done. Will Hayes on the scoreboard. Huge. Massive. Pies up. Pies up. First one on the board. Good result. Half eaten dim sim. What's up? Not much, man. Just chilling. Watching the VFL lads. 15 AFL listed players in this squad, so thought I would keep a close eye on it. Big Illaru Smith in the ruck for the first time. Inside 50 for Sydney. Ryan clears it out. Ed Allen with a little cheeky handball over the top of the head. So sad about Reef. It's unfortunate, isn't it? He's put in such a big body of work to play as a key cog in our backline this year. But look, Fly did say he did say in an interview he's going to be a big part of our future. So you probably think that Reef has earned himself at least another 1-year contract extension. Maybe 1 year. Maybe 1 year. I don't know if he gets 2, but I think he, at the very least, gets another year next year. Yeah, he's definitely earned it. Sorry, where are we to watch? Where are we to watch VFL? There's the link. There's the link. If you want to watch the VFL, just click on that. Kynan. Throw in on the boundary. Illaroos made it to the starting line for the VFL. Obviously, had that larynx injury. He's had a reasonable preseason. I think he's still quite raw, but there's definitely like some potential / X factor there as well. What on Frampers? Good tackle, Big Roo. Love it. Nice day out there at Victoria Park. The Big Roo, Kynan. Sydney, we get another inside 50 here. Big Hyphen back from his injury that he sustained in that game against GWS. He probably definitely would have felt a little bit stiff not to have played last night. And it was clearly, in the end, it was clearly just between Cox and Hoskin Elliott. Man, Billy Frampton is are lots of contests right now. It is, isn't it, Kynan? I wonder when the last time Hoskin Elliott played in the VFL. Collingwood are out now in their forward half. The game's pretty open right now. Yeah. Collingwood just need to tidy up their entries going inside 50, and I reckon the way we're going, it's trending in the right direction. So we'll get the win today. Go ahead. Another boundary throw in just by the bench. Let's go. I need to open up the VFL app, just get acquainted with these numbers on the jerseys. Another repeat stoppage just outside of Collingwood's forward 50 here. Look for Lockie Sullivan to get this clearance. Sydney deep in there. Defensive 50. Little turnover here potentially. Yeah, it's a good problem to have though, isn't it, Kynan? Like we certainly didn't have that problem last year. Brady Gray gets that turnover. There you go. So yeah, it's definitely a good problem to have. And it does generate some conversation for us at Pies Footy, doesn't it? Not many tools for us. A few opportunities with some of the VFL lads have had the opportunity to swallow some intercept marks. And the contrast between our defense versus Sydney's defense is the difference right now. The VFL Swans are doing really well to intercept in their back half, whereas we're just not doing that right now. Just looking at the falls just short, and just as we needed an intercept mark, Oscar Steen delivers right on the goal line. Who started well, Oscar Steen. He's had a few touches. Who's playing for the Swans today? Let's see. Aaron Francis rings a bell, obviously. Geez, I'm not seeing a lot of big AFL names for Sydney. So this game, based on the talent available, we should be winning this game 100%. Fun fact, this is the game, the reverse fixture last year where we played against Joel Cochran because he was playing for Sydney. He's in their academy side. Who's number 60? Hugh, at 20 years old. First match. Joel Cochran's number 27. All right, done. Say less. Sydney about to go inside 50. Oh, good hit up. Sydney are going to get a good look on goal here. Frampton is going to have to come in for Reef. He is. Unless Charlie Dean has like a ridiculous game today, it could be a chance as well. The opportunity is there. Yeah, Steve-O, the thing is, there's a bunch of new players. Like you got the 3 draftees. You got Hyphen. I don't know when the last time he played VFL was. It's the first game of the VFL season, so I think they need some time just to sort of get their legs under them, get their composure. A few unsteady moments more than anything. Kynan, has it been confirmed that Reese has done an ACL? Reef has done his ACL. It was a classic ACL mechanism. I don't even need to see it. I mean, I'm not a specialist, a knee surgeon or anything, or whatever you want to call me, but it's a classic ACL mechanism. It'd be a miracle if he hasn't ruptured his ACL. Maybe TJ. Maybe it would make us quite small, but it's like I said, the opportunity herein lies today for the lads in the back line. It's anyone's chance. Edge just had 3 or 4 touches just there. How's his kick? Run on contact, thank you. Will Hayes has started well. Austin Elliott on the wing. Oh, good hit up, Kennedy. Riley Mason lining up for his first goal. I think this is his first. I said it's his first game, isn't he? Isn't it? Yep. 23 years old. 195 centimeters. Genuine tall. It's going to fall short. The wind's there. And they give it. Pies convert. Big fella, 23-year-old. Hello. Hello, Riley Mason. Nice to meet you. All right, Pies up by 10. Let's search up Riley Mason. Let's find. Let's get to know old mate. Riley Mason is a young local singer and guitarist known for his chilled out sets of classic pop, and is also a key forward in the VFL, making his debut for the Collingwood team after a dominant season for the Seymour Lions, a local football club where he played in the Goulburn Valley League. And there you go. So he played for the Calder Cannons way back in 2019, and then he played as a top ager in 2021. Struggled to kick a goal. How many games did he play? Played 12 games in those 2 seasons. And may have played. It seems like he would have played as a defender. What's his position does? Doesn't say. Doesn't say where he played, but it seems like just judging by his stats, he probably played as a defender. So that's Riley Mason, isn't it? Let's see. How many goals has he kicked at Seymour, the Goulburn Valley League? Pretty sure the Goulburn Valley is a pretty bloody good league. 2024. What's this? Why can't I see? I'm not getting the stats I want to see online, but that's okay. Another big M, says Steve-O, isn't it? The boy from Seymour. Let's go, TJ. Quality ball use here. Another deep entry for the Pies and another turnover from going inside 50. Once we get this right, once the VFL Pies get their inside 50s going in this game, I reckon we could blow this one out pretty quickly. Sydney exit back D50. "21 minutes gone in the first quarter. Some really good signs from Collingwood. Just, need to clean up that entry into forward 50. Sydney have been pretty patient in this build-up here. They might get a look inside 50 in a moment. And after a string of or a chain of uncontested marks, Sydney find themselves with a shot in the boundary on the right side for a right footer, it seems. Another behind for Sydney. That leaves them with 3 behinds for the quarter. Collingwood with 2 goals to the good. Josh Toby, he definitely looks a bit like Jacob Ryan with the long Goldilocks hair, the mullet. Demeter on the wing here. Another intercept mark for Sydney on the wing. Balls hit the deck. And Hyphen cleans up. Cochrane with a little bit of a fumble in the back line and passes to the opposition. Let's see. Sydney with a bit of territory here. The last couple of minutes. Big Roo fisted out for a boundary throw in. Well done, big man. And Big Roo's earned a free kick from the ruck jewel in a stoppage. Call it good karma for winning that effective spoil to get it out for this boundary throw-in. Turnover though. That hurts. Sydney. Collingwood have been spared there. See if we can hurt them on the rebound here. Collingwood are out. Demeter's had a bunch of it this quarter. And surprise, surprise, would you believe it? Another intercept mark for Sydney in their D50. Goodness gracious. Well, forward half turnover. Here we go. Let's go, Sally. Go to work, brother. No intercept mark this time, but Francis quickly scraps it up. And they're on the go here. They might get one out the back here. Oh, well done, Frampton. That's class. Unbelievable work there. Hey, we'll take it. Pies up. 12-3 at the quarter. Yep. 25 minutes certainly is a quick quarter. Good start. I will be back in 5 minutes. Back in 5 minutes for second quarter. All right, we're back. I reckon it's time that we consider to order some Uber Eats because I am starving and I have not eaten today. So help me out, guys. What am I getting? What are we eating to watch along? Watch along with the VFL. What are we saying? Let's see. Am I talking? Are we talking kebabs? Are we talking kebabs? Do we just play it simple? Play it safe? Set him out start. Oscar stands in the middle. Is 57 Josh Brown? Now remember, Josh Brown was the lad that had an unbelievable game against Gold Coast. He's had 5 disposals, all by way of handballs. Let's see. Let's go meat, rice, and chicken. Let's just play it safe. Large. Mixed. Yes, cheese. Yes, garlic. Yes, mayonnaise. Yes, add mushrooms. Yes, add olives. And that will do. That will sort me. That will sort me out for lunch. I'm pretty happy with my decisiveness in that. Let's go to it. Any extras? They're saying. Do you want anything else? You sure you don't want anything else? I'm actually not too sure. Let's be honest. You know what? What else? What else do you have? Glen Huntley Kebabs and Grill. What else do you have for me? More to explore? No. Goslemer? No, thank you. Mains, chips, meat containers. All right, you've got nothing more for me, Glen Huntley Kebabs. I think that's all we're going to do. Joel Cochran on the half back right now. Bites off a nice little kick in the middle to Will Hayes. Hazy puts it on his left foot. I'm sensing a contest in the forward. Sally picks it up. Caught. And a forward 50 stoppage for the Pies. Good start to the second quarter for the lads. Let's finalize this rice pack. Get it to me. Alan! Yes, Eddie! Check side finish from the stoppage. You beauty, mate. That is what we want to see from you, brother. Pies up 18-3. Well done, lads. Let's go. Big Edward. Oh, Grandpa Lou, how do I watch the VFL? Here's the link. Guys, if you want to watch the game, just click on the link that I've put in the stream. And then, yeah, we can watch it all together. Stevo says, Will Hayes will get a game in the AFL this year. And nice work, Alan. Nice work indeed. Will Hayes to get a game in the AFL. Look, a few things need to happen, of course. We need to see some continuity in the VFL with good form. And then, you know, somebody's got to be out of favour in the forward line at AFL level. So we'll see. We shall see. But he's been lively so far, Will Hayes. Sydney looking to enter their forward 50 here. Ooh, Cochran drops probably what he should have taken. He does look a little bit shaky, as you would expect, Cochran. Just a little bit angsty. That's fine. First game. He's had an interrupted preseason as well. Cochran, he was nursing a rib injury, I believe. So he wasn't allowed to be for at least a couple of weeks. There was a minimal body contact for Joel Cochran. He was doing a lot of his work on the side, on the outskirts of the AIA Vitality Centre. And Cochrane takes this mark this time. Very good. That's what you want to see from the youngsters. He tried to take a mark with his hands out and then completely dropped what he should have taken. But then the very next time the ball comes inside 50, he approaches that contest in the same fashion, takes the mark at the highest point, albeit uncontested. Shocking kick from Billy Frampton going out from our back 50. Downfield, Sydney get a shot on target here off the back of a turnover from old mate Billy. Harry asks, how does Frampton/Dean look? Frampton's had a couple good wins, but also he has had a few blunders, which you don't want to see at VFL. Sydney kick a goal off a turnover from Billy Frampton. Hey, Chris, how you going? Let's go. So Swans 9, they kicked their first goal for the game. It took them to the second quarter to get that. So not the type of mistakes you want to see from Billy Frampton at VFL level. So all right, back to the middle. Let's respond. Anthony, how good is it to see us have some depth at VFL level now with a reduced injury list for the first time in forever? Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm so excited just to see what the VFL lads can put together. So many AFL listed players. It means we're going to have some consistency in the system in the VFL as well as the AFL now. So, yeah, it's very exciting, very promising. And I'm just so excited to see what the draftees can do. But Charlie Dean, Harry's been okay. Sydney, in a blink of an eye, has kicked a goal again. Back-to-back goals. They're within 3 points, unfortunately. That's the way it goes sometimes. We'll need one of them to be our sacrificial lamb. Yeah. Look, man. I say it's an automatic selection for Billy Frampton, but if he doesn't like have an okay game, like if he has an unders game in the VFL, I just don't think you can pick him. Chris, I think I'm almost certain Reef has done his ACL and that's what Craig was sort of alluding to in the post game presser, barring the outcome of the scans. And who will replace Reef? Probably Charlie Dean or Billy Frampton. Big Gru had a nice little tap out to Sullivan there, however, he fumbled. Well done. Good link up between Allen and Sullivan. And Demeter gets an inside 50 under duress. Okay, Marcus. Sam Edmund confirmed ACL and SEN. Devastating. That's sport, man. Look, he's still young. It sounds like he'll get another contract. We'll see. Brady Gray on the ball. And another boundary throw in. All right. Sullivan's been busy. Ed Allen's been really good. Demeter's been impressive. And another boundary throw in deep inside our forward 50 for the Pies. Yeah, how's Demeter gone? He's definitely accumulating the ball, and Sullivan as well. But I think Ed Allen, 11 touches, kicked a goal, 2 tackles. He's been huge. A lot of his disposals coming through his handballs, and another one there. He's had a snap on goal. He's got it behind there. Ed Allen's looking very lively in a stoppage. Very lively. I'll tell you what, Ed Allen, if there's someone who he reminds me of in the AFL, he's a poor man's Patrick Cripps. Stefanos Galimera. Frampton with a big punch. I think, Chris, that's the end for Ash Johnson, unfortunately. However, I think Reef will get another contract. Demeter's had 8 touches, sorry. Sullivan, 9. TJ mistimes the ball here. Frampton, be clean. Sydney with an inside 50 here. Big contest from Dean there. Probably a chop of hands, but never mind. Collingwood surging with some handballs here out of their back half. Demeter on the wing. Let's see that big blistering kick, brother. Turnover into the corridor. Francis goes inside 50. Charlie Dean intercept mark. And looks to rebound. TJ looks for something on the wing and it just goes out for a boundary stoppage. Charlie Dean's been good. Charlie Dean has been good, I must say. 5 disposals and where is he? 2 marks. And that should be 50. Thank you. Sievers. He's a big fella, this guy. And he's hit up Will Hayes. Angus Sievers, 21 years old, 195 centimeters. Big fella. And Will Hayes goes inside 50. Unfortunately, it's another intercept mark for the Swannies. Let's have a look. All right, let's find out about Angus Sievers. Let's see. Talk to me, Angus. So he played for the Northern Knights in 2021. He's 21 years old. He played 9 games for the Northern Knights. Will Hayes has a snap-on goal, falls short, and another intercept mark. No, play on. Sully, snap-on goal, hits the post, unfortunately. So Angus Sievers, 195. Let's see. Who does he play for? Did he? So in Northern Football League. Okay. 2024. Played 5 games for Collingwood last year between the months of June and July. Got some best votes. Was enlisted in the best. Good intercept mark by Charlie Dean. Well, he's gone for it with his left foot as well. I don't mind it. Charlie Dean is definitely putting his hand up for selection. Another intercept mark for Sydney in their D50. Unbelievable. They keep kicking it to the bloody redhead, Aaron Francis. Stick it. Good pressure. Oh, play on. Okay. Get up, Charlie. Oh, Charlie was not there. Boundary throw in Sydney's forward 50. So played 5 games for... What about Greensboro? '23. So in 2023, he played in the the Northern Football League for Greensboro. 18 games played. Listed in the best players 11 times out of those 18 games. Billy Frampton under this one. Comes, the ball hits the deck. Big tackle by Hoskin Elliott. Well done. Holding the ball. Josh Brown with the hands. Sully looks to continue. Rightio. The intensity is definitely lifted in the last 10 minutes of this game. Another entry for Sydney. Billy Frampton takes an uncontested intercept mark. TJ takes it, plays on. And that will be pushed in the back, won't it? Or downfield. Beautiful. We're out here. Max Mahoney. Is that how we're pronouncing it? Is it not Mahoney? Is it Mahoney or Mahoney? Yeah, this game is definitely in the balance right now. You feel like with the Pies up by 5 points right now, you'd like a goal just to sort of give you that breathing space, which is something we needed ever so dearly last night. We couldn't get that. Good tackle. Yeah, TJ's always looking to go, isn't he? He's very offensively minded with the ball. Steen with the clearance into 50. What a mark. Who was that? Was that Cochrane? No. That was Harry Mahoney? Harry Mahoney, was it? Yeah, that's the consideration, Harry, is Frampton certainly matches up better on a Kerno and Mackay, but I think holistically Charlie Dean is probably the better player. But he probably won't match up well on a Mackay and Kerno. Yeah, I didn't say the Bulldogs wouldn't give us a crack. They've got a good system. All right, free kick Collingwood going inside 50 again here. Ed Allen, just outside 50 he goes for goal. Free kick Sydney in the goal square. And that's out in the full. Collingwood get another repeat inside 50 entry here. Yeah, Max Mahoney's been busy, hasn't he? What's happened here? Overturned. Okay, no worries. Collingwood. Harry Mahoney and Max Mahoney, both 4 touches. The brothers playing together right now. Cool. Sydney just trying to work their way up, but a really good, strong tackle there. from Joel Cochran, holding the ball. Pies got to get some reward for these repeat inside 50s here. He's definitely warming into the game now, Joel Cochran. Deep kick. Bloody hell. Swans looking to work their way out of D50 here. Billy Frampton drops a mark. Holding the ball. Good tackle by Sievers. They look to recycle here. Jacob Ryan with the ball, feeds it out to Di Mattia on the wing. Di Mattia is definitely running the game out very well. Strong mark from Will Parker. Turnover into the corridor there. You want to see them take on those kicks, but we're just not hitting them right now. And Sydney will have a shot inside 50, unfortunately. I think the difference right now is the way the ball's going inside 50 for Collingwood. We're getting repeat inside 50s, but we're not getting quality looks going in. If we manage to hit those kicks into the corridor, the ones that have been missed by Di Mattia, the one that's been missed by TJ Will Parker, that will open up the game and get us better looks going inside 50. That's the difference right now. And Charlie Dean kills that for a behind. Pies lead by 5 points, 21 minutes played in the second quarter. Yeah, Will says horrible kicking coming out of halfback. That's the difference. Collingwood are their own worst enemies right now in this game. So Charlie Dean goes long here. Smith feeds it forward with a surging hand pass. And another holding the ball call for the Pies. Free kick Collingwood, we don't mind it. Another turnover, trying to find the corridor. Let's go H. All right. Sydney are going to go inside 50 here, and they've got options everywhere. And a turnover at half back. Let's see us try again. We go wide first. Just keep fighting it, boys. Keep fighting it. Keep trying to find it. Look inside, Will. Look inside, brother. Oh, he's had a look. He's gone long. Sully on the ball on the wing. And another turnover biting off the corridor. Jeez. Josh Brown, kick inside 50. It's not too bad. Ed tries to shake the tackle of Francis, I believe. But Francis has been unbelievable. He's been best on by a country mile in this game. He's had nearly 20 touches, Francis. I mean, we're definitely playing into the hands of Aaron Francis, but if he plays like this, then there's no reason why he shouldn't be in that AFL side to have another crack. He's just taking the piss in this game. And they definitely need a defender, Sydney. They definitely need a defender. They put McCartan forward. I think that experiment's done as of today. And Jacob Ryan gets an intercept mark here. We look to go forward through Will Hayes. Westy with a little contest in the air here on the wing. Just loses out. Follow-up pressure's good, though. Strong tackle, Westy. Good boy. Good boy, Westy. Get into him, son. TJ getting into it. Westies, he's got a bit of grunt about him, doesn't he? Angry boy. Geez, wait till he feels out a little bit more, Steve-O. He's going to be a big, bustly fella playing for the AFL squad. There's no doubt. See if we can get one here before halftime. That would be handy. Back-to-back stoppages on the wing here. Free kick. Brady Gray will get us something. Will he go inside 50 or look for a kick before there? Yeah. Just keep it. There we go. Pies should really try and avoid going long, but I think we're going to go for it this time. We're going to get it in. Good mark, Steenie. Very nice. Got the glove on. Quinton Lynch style. Travis Cloak, some would say. The commentator said MJ style. I think that's you could have used a bunch of different references before you mentioned the great man, MJ. Why not give us a footy reference to start with? Not a fucking pop reference. The Michael Jackson glove. Give it a rest. Give it a rest, champ. Do you think Lob will be in trouble for punching Cox in the face? I think so. I think he'll get like a week, Chris. All right. Sydney have a chance to rebound here. They've got a mark just outside their D50 to alleviate some pressure that they've done well to defend against in the last couple of minutes. You reckon he gets a week, Harry? I don't know how the adjudication works anymore, really. It could be a week, could be two. All I'm going to say is lucky he's not concussed, Mason Cox. Joshua says, last night on Fox Footy, Royal Lob's punching. Okay, so Fox Footy said there's nothing to see here, but then on SEN, they're saying around 3 weeks. Interesting. That just illustrates how confused we are as viewers of the game when it comes to suspensions. It's like just so far out of our realms to understand. Is Baby Quaynor playing? No, he's not. No. He is not. Ed gets the forward hand pass from the contest here. Can we get something here? Harrison Kennedy's been all right, hasn't he? Joshua, yeah, media all over the place and fans have no idea. It's all too much sometimes, isn't it? That's why the best thing you can do is just turn a blind eye to all that garbage. Let it be. Let it be. Unless it genuinely involves a Collingwood player, I'll talk about it, obviously. But anything beyond that, I just don't put any energy into it. It's just redundant. All right, Sydney. They might get the last opportunity before halftime here. A boundary stoppage just outside of Sydney's forward 50 here. Nearly 29 minutes played. Can't see there being much longer remaining in this quarter. So hopefully the Pies can shut up shop here. What did I think of Pendlebury's tunnelling incident last night? More than that, I was just impressed that he was able to get off the ground and take a contested mark. besides that, I was a little bit concerned. I was like, oh, I hope he's okay. Like tailbone injuries can definitely keep you out for a couple of weeks. Bobby out on the wing here. I mean, Bobby, Will Hayes. And that's halftime. All right, guys, I'll be back at the beginning of the third quarter. Pies lead by 5 points, 21-16. See you guys soon. All right, we're back. The second half is upon us. Let's go. Pies up by 5, 21-16. Been a bit of an arm wrestle. Pies probably could be doing a lot better on the scoreboard if we were more efficient going inside 50, just turning over the ball too much going inside 50, unfortunately. All right, here we go. All right. Free kick. Sydney going the other way. High tackle. Well done, Cochrane. Cochrane's really warming up into his game. He's actually been one of our best players now. Really nice to see. Very good. An absolute elite runner as well. He is Joel Cochrane. So, mate, if he gets his intercept marking going the way it's going right now and keeps trending in that direction, it'll be handy. Very handy. I'm pretty sure Joel Cochrane is like near on 6'5" as well. So he could actually fill out to be that key position player that we crave. Let's see. Joel Cochrane. Height. 195. And he won the 2 kilometer time trial in the draft combine. 6:05. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to run 2 kilometers. That's nearly sub 3 minute kilometers. That's unbelievable. At 195 centimeters as well. Make it make sense. Big tackle from Sydney in there. D50. They get a free kick now. Will Hayes and Cochrane have been pretty good looking recruits. They have, Tark. They have. Cochrane's been really impressive. Hayes has had a couple moments here and there. Here we go. Forward half turnover. Westy competes. Will Hayes? No, it's not. Boundary throw in. Jazza, focus on the AFL. Who cares about the VFL? Like, seriously. Mate, if you don't care, you don't have to be here, brother. You can piss right off, my man. We don't need you here. Like, what do you want? Nobody wants you here, mate. Nobody's bothered. Do you realize a lot of players in our AFL side have made way through the VFL system? Brody Myercheck, Ned Long. We've had Sullivan come and play. Charlie Dean. So, yeah, don't quite understand where you're leaning in on that one. Clearly, you've got no clue. You've got no clue, bro. What about Will Hayes, Joel Cochrane, Charlie West? They're going to be players who you want to keep an eye on, so you know what they're going to be about at AFL level. It's just such a reductionist way to look at things. You got a high? Free kick for a high tackle for the Pies. I think it's one of the Mahoneys or Josh Brown. Harry Mahoney it is. This will get some nice separation on the scoreboard. We're only up by 5, but geez, in a game where there's only been 5 goals, a two goal lead is going to be very handy. And he puts it through. Puts it through the 2 big sticks there. Pies lead 27-16. Like, we're almost in the territory of considering whether another goal puts Sydney away. We're nearly there. I focus on the AFL, not the VFL. I couldn't care less about the VFL. I can only care about the AFL, the AFL Pies. I support, mate. Fair enough. Good on you. But if you don't, I don't understand. If you don't, what I don't understand with people like you, Jazza, with your Xbox symbol as your DP, why are you in the stream tuning into a VFL watch along stream if you have no interest in the VFL? Like, I would understand if you're coming in to get your point across and then leave, but you've repeated your point 2 or 3 times now. I ignored it the first time, and you're still here, bro. So you're the troll. You're the troll here. Big intercept mark from Big Roo in a D50. You're a goose, mate. You're an absolute goose. Go play your Roblox, mate, on Xbox. Let's go, Ed. Let's get it going. Harry Demeter's got some space on the wing. The penetrating kick, and that is Riley Mason. He puts it in. Let's go. Let's go. That is the space we needed in the game as far as the scoreboard is concerned. 33-16 lead the VFL Pies. Yeah, look, Tuck, should he be taking the mark? Maybe. Did he make up for it with his ground ball effort and his conversion? Yes. Harry Mahoney is coming off the ground. Something looks not quite right with the man. All right, let's keep it rolling. Madison says, send my check to the VFL. So Madison, what are you doing? Are you keeping? Do you need Coxie? Do you want Coxie in the side then? If my check, guys, Madison always comes in taking the piss out of my check, so we're only taking the piss here. But Madison's kind of serious when he speaks about my check. So I want to know: are you saying you want Mason Coxie in instead of my check, Madison? Luke says, "And you need some mods to help deal with the trolls." That's all right. I can handle them. They all have their place. They all have their place in the chat. It is what it is. Cox shouldn't play another AFL game. So you don't want Cox in the team. You don't want Myercheck in the team. What's next? Do you want Nick Dacos in the team? I don't know that for a fact. The next thing you're going to say, you don't want Nick Dacos on the side, mate. Sydney with a massive response there. 33-22 lead the Pies. Quick response by Sydney there, which is very much needed. Oh, we don't know that for a fact. Oh. He wants the rebuild. I don't know what. We don't know what Madison wants. We don't know what he wants. Mello. Hello, Anthony does footy. I'm thoroughly enjoying trolling people on Instagram, trolling the wider AFL community with my posts at the moment. On the YouTube channel, this is what it is. Like, it's a bit more formal, calculated. But on Instagram, I said, you know what? I want to be the larrikin that I am, and if I have an idea to take the piss or do something funny, I'm just going to do it. I don't really care. So I'm really enjoying that. How are you, Tim Mello? Mason Madison says, do you think Mason Cox deserves a spot after last night? I would say no. I'd say Myercheck would come back in. I thought Mason Cox played his role. He didn't play bad. But I don't think Mason deserves. He deserves a spot, but does he deserve a spot over Myercheck right now? No. No. Happy with the win, especially impressed with Schultz. Yeah, he was unbelievable. It's the shooter we traded for, isn't it, Mello? It's the shooter we traded for. Sydney out in the wing here. 10 minutes played already in the third quarter. It's going quick, lads. It's going very quick, isn't it? Sydney just slowing down the tempo with some uncontested mark footy on the outside here. They might look to go now. And look to go, they will. Parker recycles, feeds it to Dean, turnover. Do you reckon we'll get Tomlinson in the mid-season draft to replace Reef? That's probably a free kick, isn't it? Yeah, free kick to Sydney for a shot on goal. It's a likely shot on goal as well. Good probability. Mello, do I think Tomlinson will replace Reef in the mid-season draft? I don't know. Firstly, I'd like to know where is Adam Tomlinson right now? Where's he playing his footy? And two, I'd probably say we don't need to lock in with Tomlinson just yet. I think we just need to. We have the luxury of the VFL and the waffle and the sample, so we'll be able to see what the crop is like at VFL first before we jump on someone like Tomlinson. Sydney have bounced back and responded very, very assertively. A 17-point lead has been reduced back down to 5, unfortunately. Rick, how can we watch the VFL? Rick, here you go. There you go. There's the link. For those who are in the chat and aren't watching the VFL right now, there's the link if you want to watch it along. All right. Huge centre bounce here. I'm looking at Lockie Sullivan here and Oscar Steen. Got the first bit of it. Big tackle by Sully. Another big tackle by Gray. Pies pressure on here. Sully center clearance. Let's go. And Mahoney cuddles it, and we get a inside 50 stoppage. Where's Steen? Is he injured? Bit slow to recover from that center bounce, isn't he? All right. Hey, shut up. Stupid dog. Any of you ever watch Courage, the Cowardly Dog? That was one of my go-tos. Hey, come here. Come here. Beanie. Nicholas says, I think Cox to go VFL to find form. Cox was kind of rushing the team last night. I don't know if he needs to find. Don't know if he needs to find form. Was he good enough to take Myercheck's spot? No. Yeah, that's it, mate. You know what? As much as I love the show, Tark, watching it on Cartoon Network at the night in the evening, was it on Adult Swim? It definitely gave me some nightmares. That's for sure. There were some really scary episodes in that show. How old are you, Tark? Just out of curiosity. You'd be around my age, then, wouldn't you? 90s, a 90s fella. All right, we're out of here. Westy, shot on goal, sprays it. Yeah, they played it. Okay, so they played it late, but it wasn't on Adult Swim. There you go. Collingwood with a shot on goal, and that is Mahoney. Is that Mahoney? One of the Mahoneys. Yeah, 26 years. Good man. Got to get this. Big response, and Max Mahoney gets on the scoreboard. All right. Huge response there. Pies 39, Swans 28, 11 points to margin. Let's see if we can get another one here. How bad is Victoria Park? My local club's ground is better than that. Plus, it looks tiny, says Rick Cusolito. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Doesn't look amazing. Would you believe it? I don't think I've ever been to Victoria Park. Would you believe that? Ed's been a bit quiet in this second half, I feel. Collingwood looking to exit D50. Diamantia gives an option wide. The wind just beats him. Boundary throw in. Steens looks good, Nick. And Joel Crocken is also looking good. Number 27, correct. Nick, do you watch all the VFL games? Do you watch them all? Ed with the handball and the stoppage, not the best. Good follow-up pressure though, but he gives away the free kick for a push in the back. Sydney could have a shot on goal here. Jeez, good hit up. Jack Buller takes the mark inside 50. This is a high probability shot on goal for the Swannies. And he misses just 10 points to margin. Dean exiting, gives the hands to TJ. Get some hand passes through the middle. And Gray gets caught. Just gets a foot onto it. Sydney looking to punish on the turnover. They're out here. Ed, give us something, son. And Ed feeds it out to Ryan. Will Hayes is on his way. Tries to hit up Riley Mason, just falls short, and we'll get a... We won't. We will get a stoppage on a wing. Another repeat stoppage in the middle by the wing. Grandstand side, I believe. Boundary throw in this time round. About 10 metres further up, closer to the Collingwood side. Making some ground ever so slightly. All right. It's like back-to-back stoppages right now. Oh, big mark from their big dog. That looks like it's gone right through the big sticks. Some really tidy responses from Sydney. Timely at that. I'll give them that. 4 points to margin. 21 minutes nearly played in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Sydney have an inside 50 here. Confusion between all three of the defenders there. All at sea. Well done, Cochrane. And Allen, go on, son, all the way. Oh, good boy. Nice and mature. Charlie West hands it off. Riley Mason gets one in the goal square. Another great response from the Pies. Yes. That's what you want. Joel Cochrane, brave, off half back, paid off. Well done. Joel Cochrane's been really impressive today. That's what we love. It's what we love to see, don't we? Lockie Sullivan with the centre clearance here. Ball sits at deck after a contest in the air with Westy. Aiming for the goal square. Riley Mason's there. Here we go. Sydney on the rebound. Can we keep them in their defensive half here? Sydney's opposition get goal side of Sully. They're onto the wing now. TJ, good boy. Oh, just needed to clear that, didn't he, TJ? And the ball's quickly moved to Sydney's, just outside of Sydney's forward 50 by the boundary. Oh, stepped. Steen putting on some pressure, but he just gets stepped because he's running. He's so big and obviously not so agile. So running at high speeds, it takes him a long time to turn a corner. Kill it. That'll do. All right, here we go. Boys off the half back. Oh, hey, Mahoney again. Pies really going for it here. Ed Allen gets it, feeds off the handball. Lockie Sullivan inside 50. Beautiful kick. to young Charlie West lining up for his probably one of his. I think he's had a behind so far, Westy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Charlie West. What are we saying? So, yeah, just the 4 touches. He's been quiet, but sometimes just one of those games when the ball quality isn't there. It looks good though. A big Westy. That's his first goal for the Pies at VFL level. 51 Pies lead 36 Swans. Huge third quarter for the lads. Riley Mason's been good in this quarter, as to as Joel Cochran. Sullivan's had an imprint. Nice little cheeky goal assist there. Ed Allen, 27 touches. 19 of them are hand passes, though. I just think the reason why we're not seeing Ed Allen get his foot to the ball much is he just doesn't have the speed to break out of the contest. He's sort of just one-dimensional in his pace, unfortunately. But he's playing well. Playing to his strengths. Ed Allen again. Feeds the hands to Sullivan. We're looking for another inside 50 entry here. Westy. Oh, good tap. How smart's that? Lincoln well right now. This is a really entertaining third quarter. 26 minutes played. We've kicked 5 goals in this quarter to Sydney's 3. So the conversion and the speed of this game is definitely raised to another level in this half. Ed Allen looks to center that. That's not a high. Yeah, Riley Mason high. Beautiful. Riley Mason from the Goulburn Valley League. Coming from the Seymour Lions. The big 195 centimeter fella. Lining up for goal number 4. And like I said, I believe that is his first. This is his first season in the VFL. And there you go. 4 goals to old mate Riley Mason. Oh, good. $57 to 36. Pies lead by 21. Not long to go in this third. Massive response. Dog. All right. Back to the center. Big Illaroo Smith in the middle. Sullivan looking to get on the move here. Sydney did some nice work with the hands in the middle there. They get an inside 50 entry. Charlie Dean drops the chest mark, follows up with some pressure. TJ taking in a big tackle. Ball up in our defensive 50. Just got it. Cannot concede here. Cannot get the Swans' tails up going in the 3/4 time. Keep them down. Really tight in the contest right now. Free kick for Big Roo coming out of the ruck. All right. Roo's just going to feed this off to, who's that? Dean? Yep. Do I think Ed Allen will come back to team soon? I don't know, Chris Talbot. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he'll be coming back to the team? Yeah. North have offered Brazil a $6 million offer. They've offered him a $6 million offer. Are you sure? I saw that somewhere that he was offered a 5-year contract. Not necessarily fucking $1 million a year. Let me have a look. Let's see. Let's check Twitter. Twitter always has the good. North Melbourne is reportedly preparing to offer Braden Maynard a life-changing offer worth up to $6 million to try and pry the beloved Magpie out of Collingwood. Hold on to your hats. Yeah, geez. I mean, if that's the case, 6 years, $5 to $6 million for a 28-year-old going 29. You know what? Just like our CEO said, I think all the best. Like if that is any truth to that, and Brazzy wants some cash, that's it for us. That will be the end of Braden Maynard at the Collingwood Football Club. We cannot. I was reluctant to suggest that we'd offer 800K to Braden Maynard, let alone $1 million. But the silver lining in this all, if we do lose a Braden Maynard, is we get compensated. Even if he's an unrestricted free agent, that's a big contract. There's a few factors in compensation, similar to the Harry Perryman situation last year. It's duration of years, so length, 5-6 years. The amount, the agreed salary amount, has a massive implication on what the compensation looks like, and player age. So you can think Josh Battle, you can think Harry Perryman if you want an example, something to look into, to compare it to. I would say like it, as far as if you want to know what sort of pick we're going to get, because like if we finish top 4, top 8, it won't be an early first round pick, will it? We'll probably get like a mid to late first round pick for Braden Maynard. And like I said, all the best to Brazzy if he wants to take up that contract. It would be a big loss for sure. But is he more replaceable than Darcy Moore? Is he more replaceable than Jeremy Howe? Is he more replaceable than these sort of players that we do have to try and keep at the club? Obviously, Jeremy Howe's on the back end of his career, but when you're looking at Bobby Hill and DC, let me ask you this, guys. If you've got Bobby, DC, and Brazzy on a table, and you can only take 2 of the 3 into 2026, who are you taking? And for me, I'm keeping DC, I'm keeping Bobby, and I'm unfortunately I'm letting Bruz go to where he needs to go so he can get that big coin that he deserves. He's been playing on an unders contract reportedly for the most part of his career. I think he was All Australian a couple of years ago as well. He's playing big games in the last couple of weeks for the Pies, so he's just really. I think North have seen enough. They said they've seen the sort of form that Braz is in early this year as well. That they're trying to do everything they can to get him over the line. But if we want to keep DC and Bobby, we've got to find the money in the collective bargaining agreement somehow. And if you are giving Braden Maynard 800, 900, $1 million, you can't have all 3 of them. It's done. Yeah. If like Murph said there, if we as Pies fans begrudge Braden Maynard for wanting to go somewhere else for that amount of coin, you're an idiot. You're a genuine idiot. I think that it's just life. You just sometimes money's good, man. Money's good. And you got to take advantage of it while you can. His brother also works at North Melbourne. Maybe he'll get more of a significant role. Maybe he could play midfield. Who knows? Maybe he wants to have the ball in hand in the back line. I don't know. Yeah, the cap is increasing every year on year. I understand that the salary cap is increasing, the collective bargaining agreement, but doesn't mean you can have, like, if you have Braden Maynard as $1 million man on your list, you're hampering yourself elsewhere on the field. So something has to give. There's that many players out of contract at the end of this year. You can't have it all. And there's only so many players who are willing to sacrifice their salary. Players like Pendles and Sidey and Jeremy Howe, they're willing to sacrifice their contract year on year because they've already got their bag. They've already got what they needed. Now they're playing to chase to do the last dance. Bruzzy probably hasn't gotten the money he thinks he deserves over the course of his career. So now at age 28, there is no better time than right now for Bruzzy to take full advantage of the free agency market. And looking at like the medium-sized to slightly taller defenders, like the Bruzzies of the world, in free agency and pre-agency and players who are out of contract next year, there's not a lot of them. There is not a lot of those players available. So you can see why North Melbourne are pushing so hard. And you can see like North are very desperate. Like they need to bring someone in with a name, with spirit, with courage. And it's more than just getting Bruzzy to North is more than just getting Bruzzy to North. It's also about proving to other clubs, hey, we can bring big name players to the club like Braden Maynard. It shows LDU, hey, stick around. You don't have to go anywhere to play with these players. We'll bring them to you. We'll bring you winning players like a Braden Maynard, inherent winner. Like Murph said, you get a clubman and a leader. Is currently the vice captain at the Pies. I would imagine he would get no less a role than that at North. Maybe, who knows? Like, who's to say he can't walk into the club and become a co-captain? Stranger things have happened. And it's a big culture conversation. It drives the culture, drives the standard. If we lose Maynard, who comes in for him? Like for like, or as close to like for like, would be a TJ. Although I still think he needs a full season in 2025 in the VFL to take the next step. You've still got Charlie Dean there. I know he's no Braden Maynard, but you have to give up players. We get that first round pick, whether it's within the mid portion of the round or late first rounder. Maybe we get something in the second round. I'm not too sure how that works. So the problem rises when and if Bruzzy and Jeremy Howe leave at the end of this year. If Howie retires at the end of this year, it causes problems defensively. Where we are used to being so strong in that medium-sized department as defenders in Bruzzy and Howe, if they're both gone next year, what are you looking for? You got Joel Cochran, who's here, still young, very young. You've got Will Parker, who's not at all. He's not a medium-sized defender. You've got Jacob Ryan, who's 6'1", still not the same sort of cut from the same cloth as a Jeremy Howe or a Braden Maynard. We'll definitely lose. 100% would lose a lot of strength in the back line if those two go, and it compounds our issue in our ongoing chase to find someone who can do a job similar to that of Nathan Murphy. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, we move. We've got the rest of the year to worry about. We can worry about this a bit later in the future. Jacob Ryan is 6'3", says Ben. I don't think so. I don't think Jacob Ryan's 6'3". I think he's either 6'2" or 6'1". And he's still, like I said, he still doesn't. He's a great runner. But he still doesn't play like Braden Maynard or Jeremy Howe. Can you trade restricted free agents? Like, could we package a deal for LDU? We can't package Braden Maynard because he's unrestricted free agent. So North don't have to give up any picks, which is why they're probably even more willing to offer up a big contract because they don't have to give up any picks. So they said, all right, well, we'll give you. It's the same thing with Perryman. We don't have to give up picks to get him over, but we had to pay overs in the contract. Yeah. Mick, how's Charlie West doing? Good. Yeah, he's been okay. He's been quiet, but that's because the ball delivery hasn't been great going inside 50. But when he's been around the footy, he's competed really well, taken a couple contested marks, kicked a goal in the third quarter. Overall, it's been good for all draftees. Joel Cochran as well. Might actually make a video out of that Braden Maynard conversation we just had. Where are we at? It was probably around the 2 minute, the 1 hour 55 to 2:07 mark is when we spoke about Braden Bruzzy Maynard. I will use that. Joel Cochran isn't ready. No, Joel Cochran's not ready. That's the problem. There's a chance we're going to have to play players next year in the back line that aren't ready because that's all we have. Unless, once again, we go to the draft, the mid-season draft, if we go to delisted free agency, like we're going to have to pull some serious strings in the off-season if we lose Jeremy Howe and Braden Maynard, because what we have at the club right now, as of this point, as of Saturday, the 22nd of March, we will not and do not have players ready just yet to replace Braden Maynard and Jeremy Howe. And we got another goal there, by the way. Was that Riley Mason again? Was that Riley Mason again? Pies 63, Sydney 39. 2.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Massive way to start the fourth quarter as well, mind you. 63, 39. What we saying? Riley Mason has 4. Harry Mahoney has 2. Ed Allen 1. Will Hayes 1. Max Mahoney 1. Charlie West 1. All right, Sydney get the clearance here. Big Billy Frampton with an intercept mark. Switches the ball to Diamatia on the wing. He's been running up and down that wing all day. A bit long in his kick there, though. Diamatia over the head of Mahoney. As far as disposals are concerned, it's Ed Allen and Daylight for the Pies. 29 disposals for Ed Allen. The next best is Lockie Sullivan and then Will Parker. But as I said, I just think we need more kicks from Ed Allen, but he can't get to the kicks because he doesn't find himself on the outside enough and doesn't have the ability to burst out of the contest. Who stood out in your eyes? I would say Riley Mason, who's a VFL player, but if we want to talk AFL listed players, Ramish, I would say Joel Cochran has been good. Just looking at the list now. Joel Cochran's been good. Oscar Steen's had moments as well. Diamatia's been busy on the wing. A few turnovers, though. Will Hayes has stayed busy. Charlie West, when he's been in the contest, has been good. Yeah. Ed Allen's kicked a goal, 29 touches, 20 of them hand passes, though. No one's been like supreme, but I think a lot of players they're all chiming in at the right time. Oscar Steen feeds the hands out to Billy Frampton in the goal square. Frampton hits up. Is that Will Hayes? Very nice mark to relieve the D50. Guys, I'm actually really enjoying watching the VFL. I know, like, I've been hyped about it all week and all preseason. Oh, Mick says, going by today, who comes in if Crisp suspended? Allen, Sully, or Hosk? I think you'd have to bring in, or probably Ed Allen, based on his performance, like just based on the numbers, ability to impact the scoreboard today. But it's a player who's not that great on the outside in Ed Allen. So that means if Ed Allen was to come into the side, someone in the middle would probably have to play on the wing a little bit more, like a steel side bottom. But then do you want to do that to a steel side bottom who's been unreal this season? So that's where there's an opportunity for like a Lockie Sullivan, perhaps. But again, he's an inside player but can play forward. Hoskin Elliott, probably. Yeah, it's a conversation we should give me a few days, Mick. Give me a few days, Mick. You're giving me the complex hypotheticals already for next week for 2 weeks' time. You're a funny man, Mick Ali. Funny man. Steen brings a soft drop to the ground. You wish you were there, Mick. Are you working today or what are you doing, Mick? Sydney look to go inside 50. Strange how Ed Allen sprint times were best in his draft. That is mind-boggling, isn't it, Dr. Cod? That's what I think, because here I am talking to you guys, telling you that his sprint numbers in the draft are unreal. But then watching him in game, I don't see it. Did they cook the stopwatch when they were timing him? Was it dodgy? Did they shave off a full second? I don't know. Is his sprint speed elite, but his acceleration slow? So the time it takes for him to get to top speed is maybe what hinders him in the stoppage. Maybe it's that. Nah, Ed's quite slim, Ramesh. He's still quite slim. Even watching, getting up close and personal to him at training, he's very slim. Yeah, his endurance testing is super high, but he's just he just genuinely looks one-paced. All right, Sullivan to the wing. Hoskin Elliott, nice. Brings it down. Good tackling pressure by the Pies. And the Swans have missed another opportunity on goal here in the fourth quarter. Pies lead 63-41. 8 minutes played. You'd say one more goal here and it'd be all but over. Harry DiMattia takes an uncontested mark on the wing. TJ with an overlap here, looking for the hand pass, doesn't get it. DiMattia elects to go long. Hoskin Elliott at the back, stay in, you prick. Nah, just out. Unlucky. Ramesh, by the way, lots of fun on the stream last night. First time I've done something like that. My girlfriend's old man is insufferably one-eyed and is a nuffy and makes it hard to have a proper convo. Nah, all good, man. Hey, come on every week. That's the point of the show. That's the point of the whole point of this channel is to bring everyone in and socialize and have a community. So the more people like you who join in the show, especially, it encourages other people who haven't jumped on yet to come in. There's a bunch of people tuning in, and there's always I've got 5 or 10 on rotation on the post game show right now. But I'm sure the more fresh faces we see like yourself on the post game show, I think more people will be willing to show themselves as well. As I say that, Sydney have kicked back 47-63. Jacob Ryan with the direct turnover there. $16 points to margin. What's cooking in the AFL right now? Is it Essendon Adelaide? I did tip Essendon, but Adelaide are they're already nearly 5 goals ahead. Damn. That was my smoky. Fuck. Damn. That sucks. Oh, you know what? I say it now, but I was genuinely thinking of changing that tip, wasn't I? I just get sidetracked sometimes. Oh, well. Oh, well. Learn to never tip Essendon again, man. So unreliable. Pricks. Hoskinelli gets one out the back, and that will ice the game. Joe the Goose. Goal assist from Charlie West. Yo, Biote. 69-47 lead the Pies. Beautiful. 11-3 to 6-11. I'll tell you what, the AFL team could have used Collingwood's efficiencies in the VFL today. At a windy, not windy, it's not windy. In fact, there's not a single tree waving in the air right now. It's quite still there. So, yeah, that defeats my point. But no, it defeats part of my point. Still playing at a local ground, it's always difficult, the conditions, judging the movements in the air. So to be 11-3 in a game like this, in your first competitive game for the year, it's a good return. When's Luke Quaynor getting a call up? He's got to get a call up to the VFL first, doesn't he, Madison? There's 15 AFL listed players in this team today, so there's barely any VFL listed players that are actually getting a look into it today. Sydney look to go inside 50. Max Mahoney gets the intercept and he looks to release onto the wing. I appreciate it, Chris. It's always great having you in the pre-game and post-game, mate. We love it. Charlie West just dropped something he probably should have taken, but that's okay. He's been very good today. Dimatia on a wing contest in the air here, hits the ground. Oh, good pressure by Dimatia. And Frampers sees it out with the tackle. Boundary throw in on the wing. Steen just absolutely wallops it forward out of the ruck. Sydney go inside 50, but it's a turnover. Falls into the hands into Sievers, who's been pretty solid today himself, might I add. Will Parker feeds it out to the wing. Mahoney to Riley Mason, feeds it inside 50. Oscar Elliott! And that is a nice mark. Sits on his shoulders, just casually. He says, "I'm too good for this." He says, "Get me back into the AFL." He says, "I'm over this shit." I've seen 3.5 quarters too many in the VFL this year already, says Hoskin Elliott. Does he put the exclamation point on his shot? No, he doesn't. He misses. What a shame. 69-48. No, 70, sorry. 70-47. My apologies. Collingwood favour. Will Hayes, player pressure. Good little tackle there. Another boundary throw in on the wing. Will Hayes takes another mark. Looks to kick inside 50. Great kick to Josh Tovey, the Jacob Ryan lookalike. Will Hayes has been really good, guys. Really composed. Very composed has he, Will Hayes. 14 touches and a goal to Will Hayes today. Very promising. I have to say. And the Pies convert. 76-47. Pies lead the Swans. That should be game over. Sydney from the centre bounce. Jesus, another immediate response by the Swannies there. I mean, not immediate, but they're hanging on for dear life in this game. 76-53. Finn McRae's got a shoulder injury, Mick. I'm not sure how much longer he'll be out for. Kev, how you going, mate? Are you at the game? What are you up to? Umpire calls that back. Ah, that's right. You said in the show yesterday it's your grandfather's birthday, grandmother's birthday. Happy birthday to your grandmother, Kev. Spend some quality time with them, mate. That's awesome. Well done, Mahoney. Brave coming across to spoil that. Really brave. Very brave. Yeah, Josh Tovey. Let's look into him. Let's have a look. Josh Tovey. Let's find out about him, Stephanos. 193. Played for Eastern Rangers in 22 and 2023. He played a total of 31 games in those 2 years. He averaged 20 touches in his top age year at the Eastern Rangers, so quite a handy player. He would be 20 years old in July. So promising player. He played VFL last year. He played for the Box Hill Hawks last year, through from round 4 through to 6, and then played in round 10, and then didn't feature again. Oscar Steen takes an intercept mark, uncontested, in the goal square for the Pies. And the game's just opening up now, end to end. Hoskin Elliott takes the lead up mark just outside our forward 50. We'll look to get something in here and finds Riley Mason, who's been omnipresent in our forward 50 today. Got 4 goals to his name. He looks for another pass inside 50 and spots up Will Hayes. And Will Hayes points to the goals and he wants to see it. Yes. Difficult angle, but if there's anyone who could probably kick this, it's someone like a Will Hayes. And he draws it to the left behind. Matt, here's the link if you want to watch the game. There's the link for the VFL game right there. High tackle. Jacob Ryan wins the hard ball there. Or is that Toby? That was Josh Toby again, actually. It's been really good. What do we say it was? 193, didn't we? Yeah, 193 centimeters. Big boy. Will Hayes sees it over for a boundary throw in our forward 50. 22 minutes played on the clock. Should be all but over now. Boundary, ball up just outside of Collingwood's forward 50 in the corridor. This will go anywhere from here, really. High tackle, free kick for the Big Roo. Does the Big Roo have a big roost in him from just outside 50? Let's see. And he's given away 50. No. It's been the free kick has been turned over. I don't know what happened there. So Sydney get a deep entry inside 50. Charlie Dean stands up tall and strong to take the intercept mark. I tell you what, Fly's going to have some difficulties selecting between Billy Frampton and Charlie Dean this week. That's for sure. Sievers goes long to the wing. Unfortunately, no one there to compete. So Sydney will get an opportunity to attack again. Austin Elliott coming in for pressure. Francis with the rush kick going inside 50. Frampton takes an uncontested intercept mark. Sydney have a shot on goal here. And Sydney will get one here. 59-77. 3-goal margin. There can't be too much long left. 25 on the clock. 5 minutes at most. All right. Let's see us finish this game out strong. Why don't we? Big Roo in the middle. Big contest in the middle there. 2 Sydney players down. Ed Allen on the wing. Sydney look to recycle through the fat side. They're at the wing. Turnover, though. Will Parker gives away the free kick. Sydney, good boy, Dino. Good boy, Dino. Really strong. Stood up strong, Charlie Dean, in that contest there. Ball up on the wing. Good tackle by Brady Gray to force another stoppage contest on the wing. Oh, holding the ball. How good's that? And 50. Just to make matters worse for Sydney there. Does Brady Gray have the legs from roughly 45 out? Falls just short, but big contested mark from Charlie West, and he puts it in. Big boy. 2 goals to Big Westy. Big tick for the draftees tonight, or today, sorry. How good. Woody, how much those humps cost you, champ? Hey, sometimes you got to get the rub of the green, my brother. I'll take it. Yeah, it was a good game. It was. Good game. Yeah, ACL for Reef Kev. Yep. Pies lead 83-59. That might just be the final score. 29 minutes on the clock. There can't be much longer, if you ask me. What have I done here? $83. Free kick to Big Roo. Play on. Brady Gray sends it inside forward 50. Charlie West with another mark. Too strong, Charlie West. He lines up for goal number 3. He doesn't look, guys, he doesn't look tall, does he? Because he's so stocky. Let me see. Charlie West. He does not look that tall, but he's just, is it because he's so stocky? 194 centimeters. And he's absolutely roosted that, but it's hit the post. Wow. Boy, haven't we done well with some of these young lads today? But yeah, Charlie West doesn't look 194. Peter, it's crazy. Like, he doesn't look 194. Like I said, maybe it's because he's so stocky. I don't know. And that's the game, fellas. Collingwood 84 win against Sydney 59. That's 25 points. Really positive for the young fellas. A bunch of AFL listed players all get through unscathed. How good. We'll leave it at that. Thank you all for sticking around for the good part of 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you all. Go Pies.